to welcome you all to Fujairah Toastmasters Club meeting number 412. This is Toastmasters Sunil, your sergeant at arms for this meeting. Toastmasters International has 4 values: respect, integrity, service, and excellence. And I also like to remind you all why we are here and the club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. Before we proceed the meeting, as usual, kindly note to respect the sentiments of the region. We don't talk about taboo topic, that is religion, sex, and politics. I also like to request that all of you mute your mic throughout the meeting unless you are invited to make a speech. And to take up the meeting forward, we have young, dynamic Toastmaster, a great leader, and overall an amazing person by heart, who is our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Arivaragan. Please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Ariv. Over to you, Toastmaster Ariv.
Thank you so much, Sunil, for this wonderful introduction, energetic and passionate. And feeling that you are not feeling well, your throat is infected, but still you maintain that same momentum in the meeting. Thank you so much. And the welcome team for this 412th session today. This is not a regular meeting, it's an educational session, mainly for the people who joined recently or who want to know more about the Toastmasters and how it performs, those kind of thing. So to have that, to proceed the meeting, we have a very great person, our great mentor. And to introduce him, I would like to call our VP membership, Vice President membership, Toastmaster Pattabhiraman. Pattabhiraman, the stage is yours now.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good evening, Toastmaster.
Good evening.
Oh, at least now somebody woke up already, huh?
Probably VP membership is saying good morning to any US participant. Any guest from US?
No, I purposefully said because I just want to test how many of you are already awake. I'm going to sleep during the session. Okay, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. When we start this education session, because after a long time, almost like 5 to 6 months, we were craving for this session. And finally, we are here today for this important and most exciting session. I hope a few of the members will join later. So I remember one quote by one of the famous writer, American writer, and he is a businessman, futurist, and he is well known for his discussion on modern technologies. He is none other than Alvin Toffler. Okay, I just want to read out one quote by him. The illiterate of 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who can't learn, unlearn, and relearn. So I'm very glad to see all of you gathered today for this wonderful session. That shows you really want to unlearn and relearn from our senior member. To lead our session today, we have a very young, energetic, ever-charming, dynamic leader who is a very passionate Toastmaster, works in Etisalat IT department, who has held in the past many different positions, club level, area level, and division level. I'm going to name few of his past positions, then you will understand who is he. He was the immediate past Division K director, and he was the past area 47 director, and he was the past president of Fujairah Toastmasters Club. He also served as VP membership in our Fujairah Toastmasters Club. He has joined his journey with the Toastmaster since 2006. When I asked him to share the brief on his journey about Toastmasters, he said after joining the Toastmaster, his perspective about life has changed. And he also mentioned it gave him confidence to choose the unknown and overcome the fear and succeed. He has gained immense learning experience in this journey on the leadership. So without taking much of your time, because as mentioned by President, we are already late by 3 minutes. So I request all of you to join me to welcome our one and only, the most charming, distinguished Toastmaster, DTM Sujit Varghese. Stage is yours, DTM Sujit Varghese.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pattabhiraman, for that wonderful, kind introduction. I'm sure that you will vouch for that. I'm a member since 2006 and continuing now as Toastmaster. Just imagine it's a long journey. If somebody stays with an organization for quite a long time, so from that itself, you can imagine the kind of passion which I have in this particular organization. Definitely, I've gained so many skills and competencies during these years, and still the learning continues. Our Fujairah Toastmasters Club leadership has chosen a topic for this wonderful session. It is creating the best club climate from the successful club series set. The successful club series set is having 11 topics. And this is a very important topic for discussion, the best club climate. Even the importance of this successful club series is to have the best quality club meetings and attract and maintain members. So for that, we need to educate ourselves, learn, unlearn, relearn. Though we are aware, we read many things, but when it comes to a session, then we all are focused for the same topic of discussion. First, we have 2 sessions today. The first one is creating the best club climate, which is a 15-minute session. And then we will have the second session for the new members orientation. So total we'll have 40-45 minutes session together. First 15 minutes, creating the best club climate. And the second session is for the orientation of new members. So let's begin with the creating the best club climate. We all know the club mission, right? What? Can anybody, not a club officer, any member, because our sergeant at arms used to, while starting the meeting, without mission, he will not continue. So we are used to listen this mission. Can anyone try other than the club leaders? Can anyone try at least? I'll be happy to hear from you. Please unmute yourself.
Toastmaster Rafiq, you want to give a try, or Toastmaster Ismail?
Yeah, probably I can give it a try.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please.
Go ahead.
Even half of it, even something to start with is enough.
Okay, probably I can give you the brief of the Toastmasters mission is to give fair and fair and equal opportunity to the members to express themselves, to be effective communicators, and to practice this opportunity to develop their skills.
Yes,
Brilliant.
you are absolutely right. It's all about communication and leadership skills improvement. But we start with the first sentence is we provide supportive and positive learning experience. This club mission start with this particular wordings. We provide supportive and positive learning experience. This is the club climate. Without having a positive learning experience, the members will not learn and grow. So this is a core thing is, so it's our responsibility. Sometimes we think that it is the club leader's responsibility to run the quality club meetings. Is it so? In today's session, my message which I wanted to give you is, it is a collective effort of each and every member of this club. Together, we provide a supportive and a positive learning experience. So this is a deciding factor for a guest to become a member, and also an existing member to continue his journey as an active member. Otherwise, he might not come back to the meetings, though he might pay the dues. If he doesn't find value in attending club meetings, he might not attend the meeting. He will be an inactive member. So it's our collective effort to provide a supportive and positive learning experience. Are you able to see the screen again? Thank you so much. To start with, I already said is a deciding factor for maintaining a positive learning environment. Basically, now we have the online meetings. If we have the offline meetings, creating this environment is very important, because we have to have the meeting arrangement, adequate materials. The meeting hall should be ready well before the starting of the meeting. So the arrangements are very important. That is the environment we create. So this is for the offline meetings. Now during this online meetings, this environment is a virtual platform. So it is how we arrange the Zoom platform. By sending this link, everyone is able to join at the time. The Zoom master opened the Zoom meeting well ahead, for example, 15 to 20 minutes early. So these are the main things as part of an online environment is concerned. Now, second point is the member interactions. This is mainly for the offline meetings. Hardly we never get time to interact with members one-to-one because of this online platform. But our club leaders are given a networking time, specifically 15 minutes before the club meeting starts, to have a cordial environment where the members interact with each other. So this will give a positive environment for starting a good meeting. Now we should set an example, make a good impression. For whom? It's mainly for the guests who are coming in. Now today also we have a guest. How we plan and how we execute the meeting, the quality, the professionalism which we show is very important. So arriving prepared is the first point, where when we take any role, are we ready with the roles and responsibilities associated for that particular role? If I have something to share online, you have to come 15-20 minutes early, log in and check whether it works for you. Is there any glitch? Is your connection is okay? Or your microphone is working fine? So you have to arrive prepared to have a smooth meeting. When you are called upon a stage to present, you should be ready with your presentation should be seamless. So you have to arrive prepared, and offering assistance is another point. Basically, it's for the offline meetings. Offering assistance is for as I told you before, for a quality meeting to happen, a lot of things to be arranged before the meeting and also after the meeting. All the materials to be arranged. The display audio visuals should be ready. And all the voting slip and all the stationery items, gavel, trophies, and so on and so forth. So we need assistance. As a club member, offer your assistance to support the club leaders. So this is offering assistance. But in online club meetings, we don't do it because everything is online and the Zoom master and the co-host arrange the meetings. Volunteering. Be a volunteer in any activity. Usually we have many subcommittees. We have educational subcommittees, we have PR subcommittee. Be a volunteer as a member. Show your interest and willingness to volunteer yourself to help the club and also help other members. And supporting. Definitely, you don't have to wait for somebody to come and ask you to help. Offer your help and support for the new guests as well as the members, your colleagues. So supporting a guest is very important. Just imagine a first time when a guest coming into a Toastmaster meeting. Just imagine your first meeting experience. You have a lot of questions. They don't know much about Toastmasters. Someone might have invited him to attend a meeting. He don't know whether what is going to happen. When he comes, the person who invited might not be available. That happens most of the time. He comes and then, of course, it's our responsibility as a member to be with the guest, help them understand and clarify the doubts. And if possible, sit by the side of him and give him the agenda, explain the meeting rules, what's going to happen. So it will ease and the guest will be comfortable. Welcoming guest is very important because the first impression is the best impression. In offline meetings, we have the greet masters. It's a role assigned to greet the guest. In online platform, we don't have this role, greet masters. But definitely in an online platform, if someone joins, if you feel he is a guest, definitely the networking time, you can ask about how he know about this Toastmasters or who invited and how he feel. So it will give you an interaction and the guest will feel comfortable. And engage them in conversation. In online, it's not much relevant. And answer questions. Suppose there are some questions you might not be able to answer. So in that case, you can direct to a club officer or a mentor who can help to answer the questions. And last but not least is befriend them. Make them as a friend and help them to understand and welcome in such a way that the guests become a member. So, but again, after the meeting, you can ask for a feedback and invite them for the next meeting. And definitely, once you invite, sometimes the guest comes in, the next time, no one calls him or invites for the next meeting, so he might not even turn up. So it's our responsibility to invite and befriend them. We can make a call after the meeting and they can have a conversation where he will feel that someone is caring and someone is interested in me. So that feel is something great. It can he can come back for the next session. And it is important that to show the members that you care. We have a mentor pool in our Fujairah Toastmasters Club. But again, as a member, can you be a mentor for a new guest or a new member? Definitely, because you are experienced. You have attended many meetings. So you, as a member, you can mentor another member or a guest or a new member who is going to join to our club. Assist them to break the ice in 2 to 3 meetings. Direct the new member to the VP Education for assigning roles. So be a mentor and guide the new member. And also show interest in others. Mean to another colleague, your friend, in another friend, show them that you are interested in them. Try to understand their need or their goal, or give them a feedback or congratulate for their achievement. If you see that a member improves in a particular area on public speaking or evaluation or whatever role he does, give him a feedback, congratulate. You have done a wonderful job today. It was very nice. It was much better. Give them an encouraging note to make them know that you are interested in them. Be always considerate. So what do you mean by considerate? You yourself might take up roles. Prepare yourself well. Practice. If you have any questions, clarify with VP Education or the club leaders. So prepare yourself well for the meeting, because our members have expectations. We are going to have a quality meeting. So it's your responsibility to prepare yourself. Sometimes we might not be able to attend the meeting because of many reasons. So in that case, instead of informing at the last moment, try to reach VP Education so that he can assign someone else for the particular role. Last moment changes. And another point is offer support to VP Education, that if someone else backed out, be in the hot seat. Tell the VP Education, I am ready to take any role, even as a speaker. So be considerate in your attitude. Evaluate effectively. When you evaluate a speaker, be honest and positive. Secondly, you should understand the objectives of the project. Your evaluation should be based on the objectives. Also try to understand the need of the speaker. This is very important. So being honest and positive, evaluation based on the objectives, and understanding the needs will have a great impact on the speaker. So that is an effective evaluation. And recognize achievements. Our members achieve when they progress, when they grow, when they complete their levels, when they complete even a meeting role. Try to congratulate the member. Congratulate them on their achievements, on completing the levels. Also, you can acknowledge when they get awards. The last point is foster camaraderie. We have to maintain a fellowship within the club. Consider it as a family. The friendship which we have it, the network which you have it. Foster that fellowship and friendship to have a great climate, club climate, and improve club quality. So this is a short session. I think I have already closed the red mark. Thank you so much for listening. And we will have the question answer sessions at the end after the orientation. Is that fine, Arif? So this is all about the club climate and the importance of having a cordial environment in our Toastmasters Club meeting. So let's move on to the next session. Now it's another 30-minute session. It's going to be a little lengthy, and most of the information which I'm going to share today is for, as an experienced Toastmaster, you might be knowing about. It's just a refresher for you. And for the new members, definitely something new information will be there of sure. Right, let's start with, so you have joined Toastmasters. Now what's next? Journey of 1,000 miles start with a single step. The first step is very important, that you have made that crucial decision to join Toastmasters. Now it's a big question how to move forward. So this presentation will help you to understand what are the possibilities, how you can benefit out of Toastmasters. Today's agenda which I'm going to cover today is 5 major things: your goals, club meeting roles, the Toastmaster Pathways learning experience, mentoring, and leadership opportunities. Right. What are your goals? Every person has got goals, and based on the goals, we have objectives. Your goals may be a major goal, or it could be a short-term or long-term goal. This is something which you set personally. As a club, our responsibility is to help you to achieve your goals. So for that, we have a new member profile which you have to complete. To all the new members, I encourage you to complete a new member profile, which our VP Education will be sending you by tomorrow. This will help the club leaders to understand your goals. Are you able to see this one? This new member profile, it looks like this. This is what Toastmaster Ariv is going to send tomorrow, your personal data. And there are some questions, simple questions you can answer. Communication leadership goals. What objectives do you hope to accomplish as a member of this club? Does your job or profession require you to speak in front of an audience? How would you describe your current skill level as a speaker? You can see as a beginner or an expert or whatever you can write. How would you describe your current skill level as a leader? Do you have any specific concerns relative to speaking in front of an audience? Do you have specific concerns about leading a group? Why did you decide to join Toastmasters Club? And there are some competencies and skills. So you can fill this form and send it to the club leader so that they will understand your need, your objective, your goal being a member of this club. So as I mentioned, how can we support you? Is there anything specific you want us to help you to meet your goals? Or do you want to set your own time frames? Or do you want us to nudge you to participate? Sometimes a gentle push some members need to start. So how can we help you to start your journey? Now let's come to the next topic, is the club meeting roles. In generally, we have 9 meeting roles in every Toastmaster meeting. Toastmaster, grammarian, accountant, timer, table topic speaker, table topic master, speaker evaluator, and general evaluator. Apart from that, we have the trivia master, joke master, and so on and so forth. But basically, these 9 roles are there in every meeting. Based on your goals, you can choose the role and you can prepare. You can approach your VP Education for taking up the roles. Each role is associated with set of responsibilities and skills. And once you perform each role, you will gain some skills and competencies associated with it. The first one is the Toastmaster. I will just go a brief about it. And in fact, we have another session called Toastmaster Wears Many Hats. We'll have a detailed description about the role itself. But the Toastmaster is the main role, which is we can see the director of the meeting. He's the host. The Toastmaster of the day directs them. He controls the meeting, directs the meeting. We can see the MC of the meeting. So to do this role, we advise to take up this role after few meetings to learn, observe, and then you start with this Toastmaster of the evening role. When you do this Toastmaster role, this is an excellent way to practice planning, organization, time management, facilitation, motivation, and team building skills. So these are the skills and competencies you will learn. Next is the grammarian role. Grammarian role is usually to improve our vocabulary and English language. By the way, this is it's a good role to start with. In some of the meetings, we have the word master and grammarian combined. And in our meeting, usually the word master is different and grammarian is different. It can be combined also as possible. As a grammarian, it's your responsibility to listen and note the exceptional usage of grammar and also the improper usage of grammar. So this will help to improve on your language skills. We have the R counter. The role of R counter is to note down the overused words and also the sounds, the filler words which we use in our conversation. The sounds like ums and so on, and also some interjections like but, like and, you know, so on, and different interjections, repetitive interjections which might be distracting for the audience. So this is also a good role to start with. Next is a timer. This is also a good role to start with. As a timer, you will learn how to use effectively the time management skills, how to organize, and also you should be an active listener and also leadership skills. Next is the table topics speaker. Table topic speaker, anytime you can join without preparation. So this is impromptu speaking. It will help the member to organize your thoughts effectively without taking much time. So this is a skill which we all need to improve upon. So being a table topic speaker is something which you can try in any meeting. Topic master, we recommend you to take up this role after a few meetings, and as a table topic master, you will prepare some topics ahead of the meeting and you will explain when you have been called. You will explain the table topic master role in the beginning and you will invite members to participate in the table topic session. Usually it's a good practice to choose people who are not role players and avoid guests. If you call any guest, get a prior permission from the guest so that they will feel comfortable. The next is the speaker. We usually recommend the icebreaker speech after a couple of meetings. And as a speaker, the main 3 P's: prepare, practice, and present. These are 3 P's which you have to follow. Prepare your speech, practice as much as possible so that you can conclude in the allotted time, and also the presentation. These are the 3 things which you have to concentrate on. And we have the Toastmasters pathways, which I will cover after a few slides. The next is the evaluator. We recommend you to take up this role after giving few speeches. As a speaker, you will learn and then you evaluate another speaker, your colleague. The evaluator already I have mentioned in my other session, so don't want to take much time. And another role is the general evaluator. As a general evaluator, is the evaluator of all the evaluations. Mean to say, you will have a pool of role players like grammarian, R counter, evaluators themselves. And as a general evaluator, you will evaluate the whole meeting the quality of the meeting, how we have done so far. So next is the Pathways learning experience. This is the core, the heart of Toastmasters journey, the Pathways. We have 11 unique paths to help you achieve your goal. So which we don't know about the paths. So once you join, once you log in, you can take an assessment to find out the best path. The system will give you the best path by answering few questions. Each path have got 5 levels. These are the 11 paths available: dynamic leadership, effective coaching, and so on and so forth. And we have this dynamic, as I mentioned, we have 5 levels in every path. And there are some main skills and additional skills you will gain. In almost all the paths, there are 2 things very common. One is the public speaking and interpersonal communication. Let me go to the effective coaching. Still we have the public speaking and interpersonal communication, and some additional skills based on the path. We have engaging humor, we have the public speaking and speech writing, innovative planning, again public speaking, interpersonal communication, and project management skills. We have leadership development, we have motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery, strategic relationship, team collaboration, visionary communication, and that's it. So these are the 11 parts. Now, by joining as a member, a new member, you are here, the first left-hand side. How to become the Distinguished Toastmaster, which is the highest recognition in Toastmaster. Toastmaster is a DTM. It's called a Distinguished Toastmaster. So once you become a DTM, you will get a badge, something like this, as a recognition. And how you can become a Distinguished Toastmaster, how long it will take you to reach to this DTM level. Usually, if you are regular and continuous on your journey, it will take minimum of 2 years of time. Because you can see on the top, we have, you should be a club officer for 12 months, 1 year, and a district officer for another year. So that means itself is 2 years there itself. So serving as a club officer, you can continue with your journey with your leadership and communication, with doing your projects in 2 different. So you have to take 2 paths. So you can be the below, we can see the 2 paths plus. You should be a club officer for 12 months. District officer is the area director or the division director or a district officer. Club mentor or a club coach, club sponsor, or you do a speechcraft or a youth leadership program. Above that, at the end, you come after completing 2 parts, you do a DTM project, and at the end you will reach the Distinguished Toastmaster. Right, now it's a mentoring. As we all know, we have a mentoring pool, experienced mentors. We have to encourage, guide, and support you in your goals to help you achieve your goal. As a mentor, as a mentee, your responsibility is to reach to the mentor, speak to them before you do any role or any project. Definitely they'll be able to help you once you draft a speech or before you do take up any role. You can reach to a mentor and speak to them, get an idea, plan, prepare, and then present your role. And after completing your role, you can go back to your mentor and he will give you feedback. So this will help you to improve your personality and the skills set which you are gaining. How to get a mentor? Once you're a new mentor, VP Education will assist you by giving a mentor to you or you can go back to the VP education. You wanted to change the mentor or to have a different option. Now it comes to the leadership opportunities. This is the organizational structure we have in our Toastmasters. Members are on the top. We have an inverted pyramid structure. Members, clubs, areas, divisions, districts, regions, and international board of directors. So once you join a club, you can take up some leadership opportunity in club level. And after gaining experience, you can move to the area and division and so on and so forth. So ample leadership opportunities are available for you to lead a small team. That is a club, it's a small team. Once it comes to the area, you have a bigger team. And it comes to the division, having many areas, that means you are going to manage something big. Definitely in your professional life, you will be working under a supervisor or a manager, or maybe you are a manager with 3 or 4 staff. So once you, professionally, when you move forward, when you climb up the ladder in the organizational hierarchy, definitely this Toastmaster leadership experience will give you ample opportunity to learn and grow. In developing leadership skills in club level, we have 7 offices, starting with the president, VP education, membership, public relations, secretary, treasurer, and sergeant at arms. When it comes to the area and division, we have the area director and division director. And when it comes to the district, we have the other district officers. So you have to start with the club leadership. Now for our Pathways program, how to start with? You log in with your credentials, and there is a profile page where you can see the welcome, your name. Click your name to open your profile page. Fill in the details. It's very important because your email address, contact address, everything, because our club leaders and Toastmasters will be sending mails, your recognition, badges, and digital certificates, everything to your registered mail address. So make sure that you have a valid email address and the contact details. Fill in these details first, and next you go to the Pathways. Click on the Pathways. You can go to the Basecamp, where it's a platform for you to explore with the Pathways learning, where you are going to choose, you're going to take the assessment, and you're going to choose the Pathways path. Once you join in DTM page, I've shown 2 paths. Once you join as a member, you will get 1 path free. And once you complete the first path, you can subscribe to the next path by paying. So 1 path is free with the membership. So your first project is the icebreaker speech, which is the level 1 project in every path. So you can see from the confused Toastmaster over there, and from the body language, you can see he's frustrated, confused, and at the end you can see a confident speaker over there. So you start with your icebreaker speech to give your background to your fellow Toastmasters, your interest and ambition, and how you are why you are starting this particular path, why you choose a path. Will give you an idea about you as a whole, as a person. It will give you the other Toastmaster members understanding your need as a need and your goals and objectives. Awards and recognition, we have ribbons for best table topics, icebreaker. So try to earn by doing your best in your club meetings. And we have other badges and pins. You can earn a badge when you complete a path, or once you complete a level, you will get badges. So these badges you will get on your email. It is available in your Basecamp where you can access. So with this, I conclude this session because I think my time is up, and now it's open for Q&A, and over to the moderator.
So you concluded?
Yes, Toastmasters, you can continue with your part, so that we can have question answer and discussions. Any doubts we can clarify.
Yeah. Hello, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Warm good evening to all of you once again, and a special good evening to DTM, our veteran Toastmaster DTM Sujit Varghese, for the wonderful section. So I'm using this platform to thank you to DTM Sujit for his wonderful section that he conducted both educational and the orientation program in a very simple manner. For me, there is no questions because it is very simple and easily understandable for a new member also, and also for our existing Toastmaster. This is a brushing up session, I can see. So now there's a short time slot. So if any Toastmaster can have any questions, kindly put in the chat box or please come forward and ask. Meanwhile, sir, I have one question regarding the mentoring. Sir, is it necessary for any role we have to reach for the mentor, or only for the speaking? Means our project speeches only.
No, Toastmasters, I advise whenever you do any role. No, actually, when you read, you have an idea, already have an idea about a role. Definitely, you will be knowing about something which you are observing and seeing. Might be it's a possibility that what you see is not the right way of doing.
Okay, sir.
So it's always better you do an accountant, you do a grammarian. For example, you are doing a grammarian role. You know, it is just like most of the time, with grammarian try to catch the grammatical errors and improper usage of grammar, but they fail to find out the exceptional usage of grammar, which will boost the speakers. So something which we might miss. So when you take a grammarian role, for example, you can reach to the mentor, you can say, hello, DTM Sujit, I'm doing this role, this one, and this is what I understand. You wanted to say something about it or something like that. So even as a mentor, he can give you his thoughts and ideas. So just get some inputs and process within yourself and do your own way. It is not like what mentor is going to say. It is to give an advice. There are some options which you can think about it and you can do your best.
Sir, is it advisable in the beginning stages? Means only, or whenever we are doing this role, means after some time we will be practiced and we will be well versed with all these roles. So anytime we can reach to the mentor whenever we are doing any role.
Anytime you should have a cordial relationship with the mentor is very important. If you do not have a cordial relationship, the mentor will not come back to you and say, see how you're going to take. As a mentor, without a need, if I'm coming to you, Reshmi, calling Reshmi, or you have done something good, or this is bad, maybe you might not entertain me. It's possible. So first is to establish a cordial relationship with the mentor. Then it is a free, you can talk. They are all mutually. For example, if you are my mentee, without asking, if you have a cordial relationship, after the meeting, I'm just attending a meeting. So you do a role. I will come back to you tomorrow. I can say, Reshmi, you have done a wonderful job, or these are the areas you can look into it. But if you do not have a relationship with me, I might not even call you, I might not give a feedback. Because when you do a role, there is no evaluator is going to evaluate you. Only for the speeches and projects, we have an evaluator. So when you do any other role as a topic master, when you do a Toastmaster of the day, who is going to evaluate your performance? How you are going to improve? So this is just imagine it's a mirror kind of thing. As a mentor I will say it's a mirror for you. If you have a cordial relationship, then only they will share with you.
So this is actually in the both sides we can do, because if the mentee didn't come to us, the mentor can put forward and can give a valuable comment. This also it is possible, right?
Definitely.
Dear DTM Sujitji, thank you for the wonderful session. I have one small doubt. For example, if one area or a division, they are telling me to do the judging role, and if my mentee is the one of the contestant, shall I accept the judge's role, or I have to
No,
avoid
you
that
should
role?
not access. Actually, you might not even know when they call you the chief judge, when they call you as a judge, you might not know that this person is coming as a finalist or is going to be a speaker. But once you get the list of speakers after the draw of lots, definitely you will come to know that it is advisable, and as part of the integrity, definitely have to share this to the chief judge, and you have to back out from the judging panel. If you mentor them or if you help them, if you know the person, that's okay. But if you mentor that person, it is always advisable to back out from the judging. That's why the chief judge used to have, once we have 5 judges, they used to have a cushion of like 7 judges to 8 judges. It can anytime these kind of scenarios can come.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one question we have.
Yeah.
Sir, what is the chronological order for taking up the role?
Chronological order is usually the VP education start with the timer role, isn't it? VP education used to give the timer role first. And I've seen again and again the same person taking the timer role again and again, 2-3 times. So he will become a timer expert. So which is not advisable. So this is wherein it needs a gentle push for the user to take up a counter role or a grammarian. So what it needs, because of the lack of time, the VP education has to educate the role player. So he might not have enough time for that. So that could be the reason. That is where the mentor come in place. So make sure that the VP education will make sure that the mentee contacts the mentor or the mentor contacts the mentee. It is always better to have a checklist, whether after assigning the mentor, have a checklist that after within 2 months time, whether this communication happens or not. So this is very important. So
Sir,
as per the order, I will start as per your question. It's better to start with a timer, a counter, a grammarian. So we have 3 meetings gone, and always ask them to participate in the table topic as a table topic speaker as well. So you will get ample opportunity to learn, observe the meetings, and definitely within 2 months time, after 1 month, push them to do the icebreaker speech. Start the educational thing instead of prolonging for 2-3 months. The 3rd meeting, maximum 4th meeting. Before that, make sure that within 2 months' time, they should do the icebreaker speech.
Toastmaster Rafiq, please put forward your question.
Yes, thank you very much. I have one question. Sorry, I was unable to attend the whole meeting. We were discussing too much on the mentor part. Currently, if I can mentor, so what will be the tips that can be given to a member so that he can move on their track and then he can be a good speaker or means a presenter throughout his long journey. So maybe we can just want to know those tips which Mr. DTM can just tell us, and which
Rafiq,
can
I
be fruitful
understand
for
from the
all of
question
us.
that you do not have a mentor right now, currently, right?
Yes.
Okay, first thing is to make sure that you have a mentor. You speak to VP Education, and we have a mentor pool. You can choose the best available mentor who can help you, or you can change the mentor. And definitely, mentor is not something fixed. You can have many mentors. You can have within the Toastmaster or outside the outside Toastmasters. Also, another member can be your mentor. That's fine. But to start with this mentor experience, our club is giving an opportunity to have a mentor pool, to have this experienced Toastmasters in the pool to guide you in a proper way. So this is a system which we follow. So definitely, as I mentioned, it's very important because you can be a self-learner. Everything is available on internet. Everything is available on YouTube. You can Google it and you can get what all roles you want to play. There are thousands of videos are available. So you can definitely do it. But as I mentioned to you, whenever you do a role, who is going to give you a feedback? If you can approach the mentor before doing it after this meeting, just let him aware that you are doing this role in this particular meeting, so that if I am a mentor, I will be present in the meeting. So 2-3 meetings I was absent. So in case if someone is calling me, okay, DTM Sujit, I am doing this role. Okay, you are my mentor. I'm doing this role. I'll make sure that I'll be available in the meeting to listen to your and observe your presentation and give a feedback after that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shafiq. Toastmaster Musaba Alkindi. Sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, Mr.
My name is Musabah Alkindi. I am a new member in Fujairah Toastmaster Club. I have a question for speaker project. Who will choose the topic?
Yeah, the topic selection is one of the most difficult thing in as a speaker. You have to choose your own topic. You are free to talk on any topic of your interest, as well as you have to consider the audience interest as well. For example, you are a professional person into for example, an accountant. You are taking something related to your profession. You're going to present or speak about a particular topic of technical things. Might not, the audience might not be interested. So you can, apart from the taboo topics, you can avoid sex, religion, politics. You can choose any topic of your interest. You can, the movie you watched, maybe a story, a book you read, a motivational book you read, or it could be a news, a current affair, something happening now in the world. You can choose anything of your interest. But it's always better to start, so you talk about something which you are familiar and you are passionate about it. This is the best part. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any supervisor he can guide me before I present it to Toastmaster Club?
Yes, definitely. First thing is you have to read it's a project. Each project is a speech of 5 to 7 minutes. Right?
Okay.
So there is an objective. Once you log into the Basecamp, once you choose a path, each project has got set objectives. So you have to read that manual, and then you will have an idea about how you can meet these objectives.
Okay.
Then you will choose the topic based on the first. You have to read the project manual, which is like one or 2 pages. It's not something. It's lengthy. It will be very easy for the member to understand. Once you read this project, you can, who can guide you is the mentor. So you can contact the mentor. You can say, sir, Toastmaster so and so, I'm going to do this project. I'm going to attempt, and these are some ideas which I have it. I have that topic. This is the name of the title of my speech. Starting with that, maybe you can see these are the main points which you wanted to tell. This is the message which I wanted to convey to the audience. So he will give some ideas, and then you work on the project and you will write a speech. And that speech, you can send it email to that mentor. He will review it. He will give you some feedbacks. He will help you.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr.
Thank you, Toastmaster Musaba. Sir, actually the recognition of achievements. So that thing I have a doubt regarding. So we are recognizing the achievement of icebreaker, the level completions, and all the triple crown, all these things. So the leadership roles, if we completed all the leadership roles, that also we will take into account, because in the chronological order till general evaluator, or it will be included in the pathway only.
Leadership is integrated in the path itself. Now it is, before we have the 2 different paths, like the leadership and communication are different paths. Now both are integrated into the pathways itself. And leadership is what? By serving as a club officer. Definitely you will be recognized. Once you serve as a club officer, as a VP education or VP membership, you will be recognized as a club officer after serving 1 year, definitely the club will recognize you for your achievements. And definitely a lot of laurels are going to come from the district and the division and so on and so forth for what all things you do it. So these are the recognition is coming to you. And whatever you do in Toastmasters will recognize, will give you recognition for your achievements.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, DTM Sujit ji. I just want to ask one question.
Yeah.
Thanks for this wonderful session. I hope all the new members have benefited, including the existing members. So I have one question. As you mentioned, all the members are mentors actually. So because we are learning from each other. But having said, is there any criteria from TMI? The mentor should complete this many levels, or he should be a member for this many years or so.
Thank you so much for this question. And you might have a doubt that mentor is someone, an experienced person in Toastmasters. Never. I will say you have a lot of knowledge and experience. You are an experienced person professionally. You might be a good orator. Definitely, once you start your Toastmasters journey, you are the best mentor for a new guest. Why not? You have your own experience, because I am a guest 15, 16 years back. So if I mentor a guest, I think a person who joined you, have completed 3 to 4 meetings, has got the best club climate experience. So he is the right person to convince the guest that, oh, this is I have joined, this is what I've experienced, and these people are very nice, they're going to help me, I've done this 1 or 2 things. He'll be excited to share his experience. So you have to take up your role as a mentor. Mentors are just like giving and encouraging others and guide a person. That's it. I'm sure that if you have a doubt, definitely as a new member or maybe a 3 months old, if you have a question, you will go back to your club leaders or mentors or whatever to answer the question, definitely.
Sir, I just want to clarify one thing. The answer to Rafiq's question, because you already answered him enough, but I just want to add one point with your permission. So I understand there are some concern because of the mentors. Some of them they already I think quit, or some of them already moved to other part of the world. So we just want to reassure all our new members and the existing members who were not assigned with the mentor. Please feel free to contact any of the executive members. We will definitely guide you to all this process and to avoid any inconvenience in future. But on behalf of the XCOM team, I am really sorry for this inconvenience, and we will make sure it doesn't happen again.
Thank you. It's a very good gesture from the club leaders, because that's why we have a club climate survey, which is going to be circulated by the VP Education of the club leader to all the members. Please answer these questions. Let the club leaders aware that where we stand. So there is a question for mentor. There is a question for, there are a lot of, maybe around 15 to 20 questions. Please answer these questions. It's just like yes or no. So we know that how many percentage of people say yes to this, no to this, where the quality where we stand as a club. Is FTC a friendly club to a member or not? So this is the check, we have it. And definitely the club leaders will take the initiatives, and again we'll have a health check after 3 months or whatever the club decides.
Toastmasters Reshmi, Pushkar, our guest, is having some query. Pushkar?
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, DTM, Mr. Sujit.
Hi, good evening, Pushkar.
I could not attend the entire session, unfortunately. I got engaged with something, but I followed, probably I lost around 10 minutes beginning.
No problem, no problem.
It was wonderful. This is second session I have attended. First one was a proper session, and this one was more on orientation and educational for new members like us.
Right.
One of the daunting points that, made me think a little bit is the task of grammarian, and while evaluating grammars and looking into the silence fillers, what happens is for new guys who are joining, people focusing mostly on grammars and silent fillers actually get nervous in putting up their thought process because, grammatically a little bit impaired people like us, what basically we think is the silent fillers fill in and make it as if it's a natural speaking process. So, you could express your own viewpoint. And I would, personally like to know whether it is a really critical point to look into grammar part or essence of delivering what you want to say is more important.
Because both are important. Because it's a stage for a person to improve upon. That's why we have these roles. Correct? You have a fantastic speaker, by the way. I've noticed throughout your speech that how many times you do grammatic, for example, the accounting. Hardly nothing. Maybe one or two. But one or two is not a mistake. See, we never say that never use interjections. This is something when an accountant do the accounting. I have seen accountants doing, okay, this person said and one time. Is it a mistake? No. I never say, if you say, however, twice in 5 minutes, is there a problem? No. But if you say, however, more than 5 times, then the accountant make a note and then give a feedback that this is something annoying, correct? So this is something, that's why I said when you do an even accountant role, go back to your mentor, I'm going to do accountant. How can I do a good role? He will give you an idea. So sometimes when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, when you count, if it is 1, 2, if I am the accountant, I will omit. I will make sure that is it the right place, the interjection is used in a correct way or not. This is the grammarian's role. And by the way, you got a little confused. We have 2 roles. Accountant is separate, grammarian is separate. Not confused with these 2 roles.
Yeah, actually, I'm not. Probably I'll learn more going forward in
exactly. Accountant will only for the sounds, and other things, and also the interjections like but, so, and this kind of interjections which we use in our conversation. Something which is naturally within you, but Toastmasters platform will give you an awareness that this is something which is happening when you do your daily conversation. So then you will be more aware. How can I reduce? So once the account will give a report that, okay, Toastmaster Pushkar used however 5 times. So what happens next time when you perform on stage? So you will monitor that, okay, this time 2, good, next time none, happy, that's it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pushkar. I was about to ask you about your comments. Actually, I know you have very valuable comments regarding this thing, sir. So thanks for your question. Okay. Sir, any other question? And also a small information to all the members that there is in the chat, Toastmaster Hussain has shared one link regarding the website for the projects and pathways. So please download that thing. It's required.
And definitely I will share the presentation to Arif so that he will be sending it to all the members. You can just go and review it. Maybe it will give you an idea. You can just go for it.
Okay. Toastmaster Hussain, do we have time left or we can wind up?
Toastmaster Rashmi, we have overshot by a healthy amount of time. We had 5 minutes. We're at 23 currently.
Yes.
So let's ask Mr. Presiding Officer. Toastmaster Ari, what do you think? We're 15 to 18 minutes behind on time.
Yes, but 15 minutes is really worthy thing for each and everyone because we had a lot of learning experience. Do we have any more questions left out, or we can wind up? It's fine with us.
Yeah.
Any new members, do you have any questions you want to get clarified? But really, DTM Sujit, thank you so much for this wonderful section. Very clear insight about the entire way how the Toastmasters work and the orientation, what we have taken it up. I am sure each and everyone would have got some good idea about this, how the Toastmasters work and how to be creating the best club climate. So that's a really fantastic one. And if at all any doubt is there, you can just write back to us. You can chat with us. We are ready to clarify you anytime. Thank you so much, the supporting team, my moderator, my timer, and our guest speaker, introducer, Toastmaster Pattabhiraman. Thank you so much, everyone. And thanks to the president also. He is there watching from India. But really fantastic session. Thank you so much for the guest members who joined and who enriched their knowledge. Hope to see you in the Toastmasters regular meeting also. That's all from our side. If you have any queries, you can just put back to us. We are ready to reply back. Regarding the mentor, I am sure that we will come back to you with a clear mentor-mentee list. We will forward you the mentors list. You can pick up by yourself, or if you want us to assign, then we are ready to assign also. There are valuable mentors available with us, but still they are occupied very much. We'll try to adjust the things. Okay. Other than that, if you have any queries, if the one mentor is not replying, you can check with the other Toastmasters also. Each and everyone can support and let it be a best club in the entire district. Let us prove it again soon. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. That's all from my side.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good night to everybody.
Good night all.
Thank you, DTM Sujit, for this wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, DTM Sujit. Thank you, Arif. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,